Hello student, myself Deepika Prajapati from computer department, and today we are going to learn about fundamental of software designing. So dear all student, in a previous video lecture series we have to seen about a syllabus overview of FOSD subject, and now let's start the chapter number 1 from the subject FOSD. So unit 1 is stands for software development process. So here one, the chapter number 1 says that the software development process, how it work and what is the concept regarding software development process. So first of all, here the subtopic with the topic title of the chapter number 1, software process development. So first, software. So what is software? Given its definition, characteristics about software. Then 1.2 says software maths. Then 1.3 says software engineering. And software engineering contain following this topic: a laid technology approach, definition need about software engineering. Then next, software development. Then generic framework activities, umbrella activities. Then next, 1.6 software development model. So which types of software development model conducted by the software development model? So here one is the waterfall model. So first of all, waterfall model. Second, incremental model. Third, RAD model. Then prototyping model and spiral model. So dear all student, here these all models are very most IMP question for the GTU exam, and this all model again and again asked in GTU exam have 3 marks, either 4 marks. So waterfall model, incremental model, RAD model, prototyping model and spiral model is a very most IMP model for the exam. Next, software. So what is software? હવે આપણે સોફ્ટવેરની ડેફિનેશન જોઈશું. સોફ્ટવેર કોને કહેવાય? સો સોફ્ટવેર ઇઝ અ કલેક્શન ઓફ કમ્પ્યુટર પ્રોગ્રામ, પ્રોસીજર, rules, associated documents and concerned data with the operation of data processing system. That's known as a software. Once again, the definition about software is what? Software is a collection of computer programs, procedures, rules, associated documents and concerned data with the operation of the data processing system. That's known as a software. It also includes representation of pictorial, video and audio information. Basically software of here the two types. First of all, system software and application software. Once again, the software are of the two types. First, system software and second one is application software. So what is system software and what is application software? So here the system software is what and how it can work for the developing process system, and what is the application software and how it work the developing application system. So here the first system software, so it is responsible for controlling, integrating the hardware components of the system so the software and the users can work with them. For example, operating system of our Windows. So this is the best example and real-time example about the system software is our operating system. Whenever we open our laptop as well as PC and based on the work for the window, this is totally depends on our operating system. So which types of operating system? For example, Windows system, Windows Explorer system, Windows 8 system, Windows 9 system, Linux, Ubuntu. These all types are such as our operating system. So this is responsible for controlling, integrating hardware components of the system so the software and the user can work with them, and this is our system software. Next, application software. So what is application software? It is used to accomplish some specific task. For example, whenever we used any software, for example, here given the example Microsoft Word, Excel, as well as we can also use the performing practically program for the C language as the Turbo C as well as the Dev C++ software. So this is what? It is our application software. So application software is used to accomplish some specific task, and it should be collection of small program, and it's known as application software. For example, if we have to calculate any data for the addition, such as addition 2 digit, as well as subtraction, multiplication of the data, then we have to use a calculator. So whenever we have to use calculator for the calculating data for addition, subtraction and so, then what we can do for the PC? Open the calculator option. So this is what? It's nothing but one type of application software. Another example for the real time, एक बीजो एक एग्जाम्पल જોઈએ આપણે કે વિન્ડોઝ પીસીની અંદર આપણે કોઈ વિડીયોને ક્રોપ કરવો છે, આઈધર વિડીયોની અંદર આપણે આપણો અવાજ રેકોર્ડ કરવો છે, આઈધર કોઈ પણ એડિટિંગ પ્રોસેસ આપણે વિડીયોમાં કરવી છે, સચ ઓડિયોમાં કરવી છે, તો એના માટે આપણે એક એપ્લિકેશન સોફ્ટવેર ડાઉનલોડ કરીએ છીએ. સો એને આપણે શું કહીએ છીએ? એપ્લિકેશન સોફ્ટવેર. અત્યારે આપણે એક્સેલની અંદર કામ કરતા હોઈએ, વર્ડમાં કામ કરતા હોઈએ, વર્ડ પેડનો યુઝ કરતા હોઈએ, તો આ જે વસ્તુ આપણને માઇક્રોસોફ્ટ દ્વારા ડેવલપ થઈને પ્રોવાઈડ થાય છે, તો એ પણ શું છે? આપણું એપ્લિકેશન સોફ્ટવેર. So here given the example about application software is that Microsoft Word, Excel, etc. Then next, software characteristics. What is the characteristics about software? So here one, the characteristics of the software decide whether the software is good or bad. So characteristics work as check out the software is a good or bad. કેરેક્ટરિસ્ટિક્સ શું કરે છે? સોફ્ટવેરની ક્વોલિટી ચેક કરે છે કે સોફ્ટવેર સારું છે કે ખરાબ છે. તો એના માટેની વેરિયસ કેરેક્ટરિસ્ટિક્સનો યુઝ થાય છે ફોર ધ ડિસાઇડ ઓફ ધ સોફ્ટવેર. સો ફર્સ્ટ ઓફ ઓલ શું છે? અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડેબિલિટી. It contains software should be easy to understand and it should be efficient to use. So see this is our first characteristics of software, understandability. Second one is cost. Cost content, software should be cost effective as per its usage. Then third characteristics of software is a maintainability. It means software should be easily maintainable and modifiable in future. Then next, modularity. So modularity content, the software should have a modular approach so it can be handled easily for testing. Then next, functionality. So software should be functionally capable to meet user requirement. Then next, reliability. Reliability is considered as nothing but the capability for the failure free services about the software. So it means it should have the capability to provide a failure free service. Then next, portability. Portability, software should have the capability to be adapted for a different environments. So these all are characteristics about our software. Next, correctness. So software should be correct as per its requirement. This is the most IMP characteristics of our software. Then next, documentation. It means software should be properly documented so that we can re-refer it in future. Once again, the documentation about software said that it should be properly documented so that we can re-refer it in the future. Then reusability. It means that it should be reusable or its code or logic should be reusable in the future. So that's why we can use about the software depends on reusable characteristics of the software. Then next, interoperability. That is the very most IMP concept regarding the characteristics of software is that interoperability. So interoperability should be able for the software is to communicate with various devices using standard bus structure and protocol. So interoperability says that it is able to communicate with various devices such as mobile devices, any PC Windows system, and so and so. And it is depends on standard bus structure and protocols. Next, here one, software does not wear out following this curve about our hardware failure system. So this is our figure number 1.1 for the software does not wear out. So this one is our curves for the hardware failure. So here this portion consider as our timing portion for our software when perform it's very well or not. So this portion is considered as a time, and here this portion is considered as a rate, depends on working of the software. If a software is not working good, it means our software is failure, then this curve is highly highlighted. It means this is a in front morality. And if our software is instant going good, then this portion is a low. It means curves goes down at the bottom side. So this portion is the in front molarity, and this portion is a wear out from our hardware failure curve. So this is the software does not wear out. Next, in this figure, the relationship between time and failure, this is known as the bathtub curves, and it indicates that hardware exhibits relatively high failure rates early in its life. Then defects are corrected and the failure rate drops to a standby state level for some period of time. So this is nothing but very easily defects and corrected of the failure system about our software to steady state level of some period the time. It means as the time passes, however, the failure rate rises again. Hardware components suffer from the effects of dust, vibration, temperature extremes, and many other environmental factors. So simply we can say hardware begins to wear out. So this concept is nothing but regarding our system does not wear out for the software. Then next, this is a software failure curve. So here one is same as a timing signal, failure rate, and whenever a software perform very well or not, then the increasing time and decreasing time here using this curve. So this is our idealized curve, and here one is our actual curve, and this one is our changes for our performance. So increased failure rate due to the side effect. The above figure shows the software failure rate. It means that the software is not highly affected by environmental effect in the early stage. Due to many errors, software could have a high failure, but it becomes reliable as time passes instead of wearing out. Once software is made, it has a longer lifespan, and in actual curve we can see that software may have increased failure rate as it may become obsolete as the environment in which it was developed and with changes. It may spike in the curve if due to chance of maintenance and side effects. So the software may be retried due to new requirement. So the software does not wear out, but it may be deteriorate. So dear all students, this subject is totally depends on our software designing and developing subject, and this is our theory base. So you have to write from any topic. It depends on topic, and you have to write depends on the topic sentence for yourself, but clearly concept in your mind about the topic. So આપણે જે આ ફંડામેન્ટલ ઓફ સોફ્ટવેર ડિઝાઇનિંગમાં સ્ટડી કરવાનું છે બધા જ ચેપ્ટર, એ મોસ્ટલી સોફ્ટવેરને ડિઝાઇન કઈ રીતે કરવું, એનું ડેવલપિંગ કઈ રીતે કરવું અને એના ફીચર્સ શું છે, એની કેરેક્ટરિસ્ટિક્સ શું છે, એના વિશે જ આપણે સ્ટડી કરવાનું આવશે. તો તમારે જાતે પણ તમે કોઈ ટૉપિક આપ્યો હોય એના રિલેટેડ સેન્ટેન્સ બનાવી શકો છો. એવું જરૂરી નથી કે આમાં જે તમને આપ્યા છે એ જ સ્ટેટમેન્ટ તમે તમારી એક્ઝામમાં લખો, બટ જો તમારા માઇન્ડમાં એ ટૉપિકનો કન્સેપ્ટ ક્લિયર હોય તો તમારી જાતે પણ તમે સ્ટેટમેન્ટ બનાવીને લખી શકો છો. નેક્સ્ટ, software is engineered, not manufactured like a hardware. So it means that once a product is manufactured, it is not easy to modify it. While in case of software, we can easily change or modify or change it for a later use. Even making a multiple copies of software is a very easy task. Rather, it is a much more tough in case of hardware. Once again, this is the most IMP statement about our software is engineering, not manufactured like hardware. So once again, even making multiple copies of software is a very easy task. Rather, it is a much more tough in case of hardware. Next, in hardware, costing is due to assembly of raw material and other processing expensive, while in a software development, no assembly need like hardware. So the software is not manufactured, as it is developed or it is engineered. Okay, I hope dear all students, you all easily understand this all topic from this video lecture about the chapter number 1. So you have to write this all topic with its description in your assignment book and make a PDF and then upload on a Google Classroom. And તમે જે પણ તમારા બુકની અંદર લખો છો એની રાઇટ હેન્ડ સાઈડમાં દરેક પેજ પર તમારે તમારું નામ, અને જો નામ ન લખો તો તમારો એનરોલમેન્ટ નંબર દરેક પેજ પર લખી પછી જ તમારે આની PDF બનાવવાની છે અને ગૂગલ ક્લાસરૂમમાં અપલોડ કરવાની રહેશે. આઈ હોપ તમને બધાને જ આ દરેક ટોપિકની અંદર આઈડિયા આવી ગયો હશે, અને જો તમને કોઈ ડાઉટ હોય તો તમે મને ગૂગલ ક્લાસરૂમમાં કમેન્ટ કરી શકો છો. એન્ડ વન્સ અગેન, આપણો જે આ સબ્જેક્ટ છે ટોટલી મોસ્ટ ઓફ થિયરી બેઝ ટોપિક પર વધારે ફોકસ કરવાનું આવશે, અને એમાં પણ તમે ટોપિકનો કન્સેપ્ટ જો વ્યવસ્થિત રીતે સમજો છો તો તમારી જાતે પણ તમે એને ઇંગ્લિશમાં રીરાઇટ કરી શકો છો તમારા સ્ટેટમેન્ટ સાથે. સો વન્સ અગેન તમને અહીંયા કહી દઉં, હિયર યોર અસાઇનમેન્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન ઇઝ, તમારા અસાઇનમેન્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, ફર્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન તમારો થશે, yes, your first assignment question is what is software, and also give the types of software name with its description. So here the two types, system software and application software. Then second assignment question, write down the characteristics about software. So this one is our second question, the characteristics about the software. Then third question, why software does not wear out. The question number 3 for the assignment is that why the software does not wear out. Then you have to write this type of answer for the question why the software does not wear out with the figure. So this is our the question number 3. Then question number 4, software is engineered, not manufactured like hardware. So why we can say that software is engineered, not manufactured like hardware. So you have to write this type of answer in this question. Okay. Thank you.